Welcome. I'm Kinetic Symphony. I hunt down and report on mysterious and weird, true stories, from glitches to the paranormal. Case file number 484, written by Heatvisions, Secrets of Awaking to an Alien Home. Let me preface this by saying that when this happened to me, I, 33 male, was barely 16 years old, and was as much of a skeptic or a believer as any kid at that age would be. I've had other unexplained incidents before this, but this is the one that stayed with me most of all. So I went to bed in my very boring, very normal mid-2000s bedroom, played a little Nintendo DS, later than I should have on a school night, I'll admit, then slept for maybe an hour or two, a little after 1 a.m., before waking up in desperate need to pee. I roll out of bed, not bothering to grab my glasses, my first mistake, as someone who's literally legally blind without them, and I take the muscle memory 4 steps diagonally across my tiley bedroom floor. I am a very tactile person due to my visual impairment, and I've had my whole house, not only my room, memorized, for safety, to a T. I reached for my doorknob and got nothing. Okay, maybe I'm not as awake as I thought. Never happens to me though. I wake up if one of my parents so much as breathes wrong across a damn house. But okay, I'm groggy. I reach to the left since I must have angled my walk wrong. Still nothing. I try right. Still nothing. Did I not walk far enough? I feel really awake now. I take another step, regretting the no glasses choice. I can barely make out shapes in the daytime, and darkness is a blanket over my eyes. I can't see my door, my bed, my own hands in front of me. I can't see. Where is my door? I take another step. 2, 3, 4. I flail my arms forward, silently pleading, please, my door. And I swear I can see the nightlight in the hallway. That's there so I won't eat carpet on my way to the toilet. Thanks, Mom. But no matter where I reach, how far I go, I can't get close enough. My memory gets hazy here. After maybe 2 straight minutes of aimless walking towards a hazy outline of light around a door, but my last thought from that, between space-time, is knowing and feeling that I was not at home. Then I'm in the hallway, and I sleep on the couch for the rest of the night. Looking into my room felt like staring into an abyss. Nothing ever came of it, but I don't know if anything will ever get under my skin the way this experience did. I felt so unsafe, so helpless, and so alien in that space, wherever it was, that I really wanted to share it with the masses. Case notes, file number 484. This ranks easily in the top 2 most terrifying glitches in my view, even more than anomalous entities, because you begin to doubt your own mind, and I can't imagine anything more frightening, especially when you actually realize it's happening. Not like Alzheimer's, where you may not even realize you're going crazy. But in this case, you're conscious that things aren't right or as they should be. Imagine waking up one day, the world is entirely different, but everyone else acts as if it's normal. Like you wake up one morning and Biden isn't president. No, for some reason, Bob from down the street is president now. And everyone acts like it's normal. How could you possibly move on? To everyone else, you're the crazy one, and the worst feeling of it all is, how can you know you're not actually crazy? Anything that messes with my brain is a hard no from me. Case file number 485, written by Alex 0305 1111, Secrets of the Traveling Phone. Okay, so this morning, I got up early and went downstairs for coffee before the rest of the household woke up. It was cold, so I turned up the thermostat to make the central heating kick in. I noticed the clock said 11:11. It wasn't actually that time, as the batteries died a few weeks ago, and I never reset the thermostat clock when I replaced the batteries. I laughed and took a photo to send to my sister, as we only spoke about the fact I keep seeing 11:11 constantly at the moment. A little while later, I went upstairs to wake my children, and as I was cuddling my younger son, he asked me what time it was. I reached over for my phone, and it was actually 11:11 for real that time. I took a screenshot to send to my sister, then organized my kids' clothes, etc., and set the bath running for them to get washed and dressed. I noticed their clothes needed to be ironed, so I gathered them up and made my way to the landing, but stopped, remembering I hadn't sent the screenshot to my sister yet. I searched all the bedrooms and the bathroom and couldn't find my phone. It wasn't anywhere upstairs, so I made my way downstairs. My phone was on the kitchen counter, even though I'd not been back downstairs at any point. I thought I was imagining things, but both of my children confirmed I definitely hadn't been downstairs, so how the hell did it get there? Bonus file, written by waterisfuckingwet, Secrets of the Grindr Demon. So yeah, this story is 100% real, and I haven't told anyone because it terrifies me to this day. I'm going to be very honest with this. I was on Grindr trying to get my jollies going. This is in Astoria, Queens, in New York City. I go to meet this guy to have fun with, and when I get to the door, I message the person, "I'm here." Then I receive a message, "I'm here at the door," but they don't open it. This is really strange to me. I'm standing, waiting for the person to open the door, and they never do. I'm kinda creeped out at this point because I feel like I sense a presence standing and looking at me through the door. I leave after feeling very uncomfortable, and then the person responds to me. They said they are demons. Like, what the hell? It kinda freaks me out. Then the person says some really strange things. They are like, "I know you are scared." And then they are like, "You should go home. I know your girlfriend is home right now. Your cat goes through the hole in the wall and tells me all your secrets," and then proceeds to tell me I should be angry with my cat for telling my secrets. After they told me this, I was terrified. In my apartment, there was a door covered by an astrology tapestry, and my cat had been literally trying to break into this door every night. It creeped me out so much, like it was upset it couldn't get in there. Eventually, I duct taped the door shut because the door kept being opened by my cat, and there was a weird draft of air coming through it into the living room. Back to the story. I'm terrified that they know my cat was going into the hole, which I think was a portal of some sorts. And then the Grindr app starts to glitch out and really strange symbols and almost demonic words start popping up all over the screen. I've never seen anything like it. That straight up scares the crap out of me and I rush home. Eventually I got back to the apartment and told my girlfriend everything that happened, and we proceeded to be freaked out for the rest of the night. Some other very strange things happened to me in this apartment as well. My girlfriend and I were making out and I heard an extremely loud person yell in my ear, "They are at it again!" I literally almost crapped my pants in fear, and I asked my partner, "Did you hear that?" And they say yes. Of course, we were both freaked out. There was no one there to make that sound. Other things happened, but not as scary. My bathroom mirror would constantly open and close by itself in front of me while I was trying to get ready. One of my girlfriend's paintings, all of the figures, turned and looked at me, and I was like, nope, and ran out of the room. And when by myself, I would hear a really weird noise, like if a big party was happening upstairs, but no one was home. It was very strange, and I'm glad I don't live in this place anymore. Astoria is very weird. So yeah, that's my story. I 100% believe in paranormal things now. Let me know what you think about the weird Grindr text. Has this happened to anyone else on the app? Very curious to think of this. Was it a demon or someone hacking my phone to freak me out or something like that? Case file number 486, written by Sheed 51. Secrets of the four-man stare into my soul. I recently went out to eat with a friend, and I brought up glitches in the Matrix as a topic of conversation. My friend had never heard of glitches before, but he was very curious and grew very interested as I described what they were. I shared a few stories from the sub, and my friend immediately said, "I swear I've had some glitches happen to me, man." Then goes on to tell me 2 interesting stories that happened to him. I'm going to share them, as described from his point of view. Story number 1. I was driving to work one morning around 6 a.m. and had just gotten on the highway. As I drove, I was coming up on a car that just looked a little off. As I approached it, the only way I could describe what I saw was that the car looked like it had not fully loaded. It looked like it was buffering still or something. It looks pixelated and blurry, like a video game or something that's still loading the textures. I was so confused on what I was seeing, but it quickly fixed itself as I made my way past the car. I looked behind me and it was a normal looking car with a younger girl driving it. It looked completely different than it did seconds before. Story number 2. The other time was also while I was driving. I was on the main road driving and was about to pass a car coming in the opposite direction. As the car passed, I saw all 4 people in the car staring directly at me in my eyes. What makes it weirder is all 4 people were extremely pale white, like paper. Also, they had really big black eyes, kind of like raccoon eyes. They also did not have pupils. As they passed me, they were all locked dead in my eyes. It was a father and a mother in the front seat and a boy and girl in the back seat. Not one of them broke eye contact as we drove by each other. So there you have it. I was spooked when my friend told me these stories, but figured someone out there may have had a similar experience.